Hello, lovely kids. Welcome to another interesting lesson with Mr. Olia. I hope last lesson you learned a lot. Today, I will be introducing you to a new topic known as materials in our laboratory. I'll come again. Materials in our laboratory. You may ask, what are materials? Materials are things used in a laboratory for experiment purpose. Materials are those equipments used in a laboratory for experiment purpose. There are various materials used in a laboratory, which are 1. Beaker, 2. Conical flask, 3. Funnel, 4. Spatula, 5. Mortar and pestle, 6. Measuring cylinder, 7. Evaporation dish, 8. Round bottom flask, 9. Test tube, 10. Test tube rack, 11. Reagent bottle. So these are various materials found in a laboratory. Next, uses of various materials. The usefulness of these various materials. First, we start with the beaker. Beakers are used as a reaction containers. They are used as a reaction container or to hold liquid or solid. Like conical flask. A typical conical flask is used to mix and heat up solutions during an experiment. Is used to mix and heat up solutions during an experiment. The funnel is used to channel liquids into containers with a small opening. Channel liquids into container with small opening. The next material, which is known as the spatula. It is used to mix, spread, and lift materials or substance during an experiment. It is used to mix or spread substances during an experiment. Next, we have mortar and pestle. They are usually materials used to smash some ingredients during an experiment and also to grind granular substances into powder. Next, we have the measuring cylinder. It is used to measure the volume of liquids, chemicals, and solutions during an experiment. Used for measurement, liquids, chemicals, and solution during an experiment. Next, evaporation dish. These are shallow containers used for the evaporation of solution during an experiment. Next, round bottom flasks are often used to contain chemical reaction in our laboratory. Test tube are used to hold chemicals during experiment. For example, holding a corrosive chemical like acid. Test tube is used to hold those kind of corrosive chemicals. Next, we have the test tube rack. The test tube rack is a piece of laboratory equipment or materials used to hold multiple test tubes upright at the same time. As you can see, holding multiple test tubes at the same time. Next, reagent bottle are used to store chemicals in liquid or powder form. So those are some main materials found in a laboratory. and how they are used. I hope now you can identify a lot of them and state their various usefulness in our laboratory. See you guys in the next lesson. Bye bye.